Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the next 3 months. This is for quarter 4 of 2023, October through December. And we're just going to see what is going on for you. And in your general energies, look at this. You have this unexpected income card, and then you have this expectations card. So it's like, are you expecting something and then you're going to be surprised when it does show up? It's maybe you're just so used to things not showing up that when something does actually show up that you are expecting, you're surprised. I don't know. That's kind of like the energy I get there. But I'm not really surprised that there would be that you would start with like something like unexpected income or something about money, because it's a much better time for money for you here, Capricorn. And I don't know. I do think when Pluto leaves your sign officially next year, you're going to feel like a major sense of relief. And again, you should be feeling it now. It's not like something, it's not going to take forever and ever and ever, right? So, it's just something to think about. But what I would say is, again, I think that, you're going to experience this sooner rather than later. I mean, obviously, this is for the next 3 months. And it's like your hard work is finally being paid off here. So, I really like to see this for you. You have the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the High Priestess. I definitely feel you need to trust your intuition with that High Priestess. Here's the thing that, the thing about the High Priestess is, yeah, she represents mysteries, intuition, secrets, and blah, blah, blah. But she also represents an opportunity. There's no roof above her head, and it represents something. It represents the fact that something that she is imagining doing with her life, it is unlimited. There are no limits to what she can accomplish. So there's no roof over her head because there's no limits to what she can accomplish. The only thing stopping her is her. So I kind of get that feeling here that there could be something that you are accomplishing or want to accomplish, and I feel like the opportunity is really, really big. It's as big as you want to make it, and it's funny that we even go all the way to the Magician here, because the Magician is a card of manifestation, and, the Magician says that you can manifest something as big as you want, but, it's kind of like up to you. You have the Ace of Swords, which is like some sort of victory coming in here. Again, expectation, unexpected income. I should probably show you these two cards, but I feel this is where the victory is. You're expecting something unexpected. And I don't know why that's so funny to me, but, again, I think it's just because I really believe it's probably because most of the time, I think maybe your story for a long time, Capricorn, is that you do expect something to show up into your life, whatever it is that you're hoping for, and it doesn't show up. And it's almost as if you are expecting something that is actually, for once, going to show up in your life. And it definitely could be money. So love it. And I also feel, as always, don't give up on whatever it is that you're working on. The Nine of Wands says don't give up. Keep pushing forward. If we look this way, you have two aces. We're going to come back to this Ace of Swords, by the way. But you go Page of Wands. He's holding on to one wand to the Ace of Cups. It's almost like not giving up is going to lead to something that you will love. Doesn't have to be a person, it could just be an opportunity, a job, a business, whatever you want that is going to cause your emotions to overflow. Again, Ace of Cups can just be an opportunity for endless energy. Again, when we have a job that we love, you could do it all day long, but it doesn't take any energy. That's amazing, right? So that's what I would do with that Ace of Cups. But with the Ace of Swords, I do feel like there's something that needs to be cut out of your life. The Ace of Swords can represent a sacrifice. There's a palm frond right here and an olive branch over here. And so it's like there's some sort of abundant opportunity that's like waiting for you, but the palm frond can represent a sacrifice. So it's almost like something needs to be cut out of your life or something needs to be removed from your life. You do have this enemy card at the end. I do believe in readings over the past like several months. There's been a person who's come in. You could have been dealing with let's put it this way. Let me get this out of my mouth. If you were dealing with an inconsistent person, Knight of Wands, who had secrets, I have a feeling that you know about these secrets. It's like cutting that person out or removing them from your energy is going to be something that's really going to set you free. So, I would work on it. I would do it if you're not already. But let's see where this is going. We're using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun to clarify this reading, and let's see here. With the Nine of Wands, you have this health card. Yeah, I would make sure to... a few people have had health cards. Again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but, I kind of feel it's saying, stay healthy. Do the things that you need to do to stay healthy. Do the things you need to do to drink water, get plenty of rest. Let's put it that way. Do all the good stuff, right? Just stay healthy. With the Ace of Swords, you have this empathy card here. It's kind of weird. Number one, I would be, normally when I do a reading, I do like past, present, future, outcome. And so I do feel that there could be a past person who wants you to have empathy for them. But I don't know. I kind of intuitively feel your empathy has dried up, for this person. This person could be coming in to tell you a truth, but it's like a truth out of all the lies that they told. So, truth is not enough in this situation. And I feel like they would need to tell you, 100 more truths really to be in your good graces, or they would have to admit to something. So I would be careful of that. And again, I also feel you need to understand that you have a lot of empathy. So don't allow people to take advantage of that, right? With the High Priestess, you have this ostentation card. What do you know? This card literally represents something that is fake, something that is real. So again, if you went through a situation like this, I feel like you've learned the difference between kind of like what's real and what's fake, especially with people. And I just think it's helping you with future decision making. But again, I do feel there is like unexpected income or something coming in. We're going to have to find out more. Next, we're going to look at, your next big change. You have this card that says, don't soothe your pain with momentary pleasures. You also have this card that says it's okay not to have all the answers. They will come to you when you need them. Yeah, Page of Wands, right? So with these two cards here, I would focus on that Page of Wands. You have the Death card and the Six of Wands. The Page of Wands is about to go on an adventure, and right next to him, you have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is also going on an adventure. Page of Wands just follows his enthusiasm. The Knight of Wands is willing to be more spontaneous, so he is kind of going on the spontaneous adventure. He's willing to do anything, whatever he needs to do to get to where he's going. So he's very flexible. And I kind of get that here with the Page of Wands, that it would be really good for you to make sure that you're being flexible, that you're staying open to different ways of doing things. We even go up to the Two of Pentacles, which is kind of like being flexible as well. You have the Death card. You always get the Death card with me. I'm pretty sure that you get this quite a bit. And, I feel a lot of you are undergoing a lot of kind of like shedding moments where you're shedding your skin. These could be uncomfortable. A lot of things that you think are establishments are probably dying. The king is dead under the Death Rider, and it just represents the death of establishment. Pluto going over the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. It's like literally going to do it a couple of times. It's going to do it again. It's going to go over, then it's going to retrograde again back into Capricorn, then go over again. Officially Pluto's going to enter into Aquarius at the end of next year. And, again, that movement over your cusp of you and Aquarius is the death of establishment. I mean, we've already seen it. It happened. Those banks collapsed, right? It's going to happen again. There's going to be more. So there's going to be more stuff like that. And, again, but on a personal level, we could see things that have been established in our life going away. But again, this is a good thing. We should embrace the change because it's going to look, the sun is coming up between the two pillars that are on the moon. So while everybody's like focusing on the death of the king, they're not seeing the opportunity over here. So, don't get swept up in emotion and all that other stuff. Make sure to keep your head on straight. You have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a card of success and a victory. So I do feel, clearly we see a lot of victory and success in your reading. We see a lot of freedom as well. You even have the Four of Wands, which, everybody reads as marriage, but the Four of Wands is really the card of freedom in the tarot. So you could be feeling more free, or you could be setting yourself free in some area of your life, which would be good, of course. Let's see where this is going. With the Death card, let's see. You have this Lust card. Someone could have just been into you for lusty reasons, basically. Someone maybe couldn't control themselves here, and maybe they cheated, or maybe they juggled you, or whatever. Again, I do feel like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you had this situation in your life, I feel like this situation, it's like probably been hard to heal from, right? Which is understandable if someone did you dirty like this. But, I also feel in some ways like it could be holding you back. So, I would do whatever you can to try to move past it if that's for you. What do you know? With the Page of Wands, you have this adaptability card. So makes perfect sense. Like I was saying, the Knight of Wands is very adaptable. And so I would embrace the energy of both of these cards, Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, but we're talking about embracing the positive side, which is, again, being enthusiastic and moving towards a new opportunity with enthusiasm, but also with adaptability and flexibility and spontaneity, right? Just be open to different ways of doing things. And again, I say this to everyone, but like literally it's the time we're in. So, I would just be open to those kind of things that come out of left field, where it's like maybe you think you're starting a business and then something comes out of nowhere and throws you off course, but it might just be leading you in a much better direction. So stay flexible. With the Six of Wands, you have this secret card. Do I need to say anything? It's like we already talked about this. I already know that someone had secrets. It's kind of funny that you have the Six Wands here because, again, a past person who had secrets could see you being very successful. So it's like now they're jealous of you. Now they, want to come in, or, now they want to do whatever they want to do. But it's like, when they were dealing with you, they just didn't want to give you the time of day. It's kind of the feeling I get here. It's like I get this feeling of a person who just like couldn't be bothered, right, to show you attention. And it's like now that you're getting all this success, it's like I don't know if this person thought you were fake or what, here is kind of like the vibe I'm getting here is it's almost like this person didn't think you were real or whatever, but I think they were just projecting their own BS onto you, plain and simple. So I don't know what to tell you. I think you're moving on to something bigger and better. We literally end with the King of Cups. So someone who's more emotionally available, someone who is emotionally stable, someone who is has deep emotions, who can express those emotions. Like, the list goes on and on, right? Next, we are doing, what is unexpected, or if there's anything unexpected coming in for you. You have the Seeing Beyond card, and you have this Let It Go card. I don't really feel anything unexpected here for you. I just think this could be saying that you are letting this situation go. Look, there's this like green heart that is being untied by these hummingbirds, Hummingbirds kind of represent a long journey, or having been on a long journey to get something good in your life. And I do feel that for you, where it's like you've been on a long journey in love. Maybe you've had a lot of difficulties or challenges with people, and it's almost like your heart is being set free here. You have that Seeing Beyond card. It's almost like, sometimes if someone hurts you really bad, it's you can go like two directions, right? You can, watch a ton of tarot videos about them and get super salty and become angry, or you can just say, you know what, this is a broken person who has a lot of issues, and I'm just going to move on, right? And that is probably the better direction, is to just say, you know what, it's not me. I shouldn't take this personally. Sometimes I think when we get salty about an ex or whatever, we're just, we're just kind of like blaming ourselves in some way. We're like, what did I do wrong? We're taking it personally when we really shouldn't, right? And so I kind of feel that you're moving on with this, and I feel this is a good thing, obviously. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I really like this. The Two of Pentacles is a card of juggling and spinning plates. I do feel that you're about to become very busy here, Capricorn, but, at the same time, number one, I think you can handle it. I know because, I have a million planets in Capricorn personally, right? So I totally get it. I feel like you can handle the busyness. I think it's going to pay off very well for you, especially, if you're juggling a lot work-wise. I also feel that, he might be looking, he might need to look at the things that he's doing, and he might need to say to himself, like, what is worth it? What is not worth it? Kind of like the Seven of Pentacles, he's juggling these two pentacles here, but maybe he should say, would it be better for me to focus on one thing? Or even better, what should I be focusing on in life? And I kind of don't feel like I don't even think you're making a decision. I think that you're looking at where you put your energy. And again, you could be looking at this past situation and saying, I watched too many tarot videos about this past person. I need to stop. I need to move on to something else. Maybe you're looking at something else in your life, or you're just looking at the energy you put into things, and you're kind of balancing it out. So I do like that a lot. You have this Knight of Wands here. Again, there's no doubt you could have been dealing with an inconsistent person. I was going to sneeze. Sorry. And so you were probably dealing with this person. But again, I feel what you should be embracing is the spontaneous energy of the Knight of Wands. He is very spontaneous. He's open to different ways of doing things. It's going to make you very successful. You have the Ace of Cups here. Again, I do feel you could be attracting new love, clearly. I mean, if we look at this here, Magician, you're using law of attraction or attracting something into your life. Four of Wands, King of Cups, definitely could be a person with very deep emotions. Doesn't have to be a water sign. It could be, but, I always say that, sometimes with the Kings, I think that they're just more talking about the energy that a person has, like kind of, their traits. And, this could be someone who's very emotionally available, open, probably someone very adventurous as well, because we have the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and even the King of Cups. I'll show you in a minute, but he has a boat behind him, which represents adventure. So it could be like a person who likes to travel, or who just does adventurous stuff. But let's see. With the Two of Pentacles, here you go. You have this versatility card. I'm telling you right now, the best thing you could do is to be versatile, right? I don't believe we should have a plan B, right? Because plan B just distracts from plan A. But what I would say is I think it's okay to have a plan A and then have multiple ways that you can accomplish that plan A. Like whenever I do something, I always have like multiple approaches that I could take to accomplish it. And because, again, it just makes you more flexible. And, I don't know, I just pop it into my head. So I would do it. if I were you. I think it'll just make you more successful, or, just, if one way to do something doesn't work, try something else. It doesn't matter what it is. And I think being flexible like that will really help. With the Knight of Wands, you have this order card. It's like maybe you have this certain order. And I think, that a lot of people are feeling this energy here. You could be attracting a Virgo, by the way. You have Sun in Virgo. This card here is Virgo. So did you have something else? No, I guess that's it. But it could be a Virgo. But anyway, again, I do think a lot of us are kind of stuck on an order. Again, the Knight of Wands would not necessarily go in order, or he wouldn't necessarily have an order to do things. So I would stay flexible, and I would worry about the order after, after you accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish here. With the Ace of Cups, you have this originality card. We are in a time of originality. I don't really believe in original ideas. I think basically everything that can be invented has been invented, right? But again, we can iterate, we can improve upon things, and I do believe that anything that you can make things original to you as well. You can apply your own experience to whatever you want, and then by doing that, it can become more original. All that stuff would be a really good idea for you. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this thoughts card. It says reflecting, thinking it through, forward, planning ideas, thinking of someone or a situation. You have this enemy card, rival, frenemy, competitor, fights, blah, blah, blah. So, we already talked about this. It's showing up in the good stuff, though. So, and maybe you're going to stop thinking about this now, or you're moving past this energy. I also do feel that if this could be a person here, this King of Cups, that is coming in that is going to help you forget this past person. So, the King of Cups, he is showing up in the good stuff. So, he's going to be good no matter what. And I do feel that there could be a very emotionally available, just solid person coming in for you. Again, he has this boat here. I do feel this person is very adventurous. Like, they do things that no one does, or, whatever. That boat kind of represents a time where our ancestors would get on boats and they wouldn't know where they were going. They were hoping that they would run into land. So you could be attracting someone who is very original, who has original ideas, someone who's like a little bit of a trailblazer. Knight of Wands is kind of a trailblazer. I also feel you should be embracing this energy. Like, don't be afraid to be one of the first to do something. Don't be afraid to be a trailblazer, or to set a new trend, or to try something, to move in a new direction is what I would say. And, there you go. You have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a card of freedom. It's a card of setting yourself free. So I do feel you need to set yourself free. It's also a card of marriage. So if you want love, again, there could be a person coming in for you that you will marry in the future if you are looking for love. And then you have the Magician. The Magician is about attracting something. And again, we're going to see right now, because I always pull the card that he's pointing to. I believe he's pointing to this bottom deck. You could be attracting a house. Or, funny enough, the King of Cups is a card that I call the house, because, I have some cards in the tarot that I consider clue cards. King of Cups to me represents, he can represent the home. He can come up when people are moving, or when people are looking for like safety, security, comfort, protection. So again, if you're looking for a safe or secure relationship, for example, that's what this could be. It could be a very kind of like safe or secure person that's entering into your life. So yeah, looks really, really good. But let's see where this is going. With the King of Cups, you have this fulfillment card. I feel this is a very fulfilling connection. Funny enough, there's a boat right there. So definitely either it could be a person from a distance, or again, it could just be a person who is very adventurous, who likes to go on adventures, who likes to do adventurous things, whatever that means for you. But I also feel there is unexpected income. Again, if you are dealing with if you're in real estate or anything like that, I think this could be very profitable, a very profitable time for you. Or, it could just be you making money through business just in general. So definitely really nice. With the Four of Wands, you have a speculation card. Yeah, if you're like an investor as well or anything like that, I feel like it could be a good time for investing. I always tell people, like, do your research, like, please. We are in a time where if you don't do your research on your investments, you will get spanked. Mark my words. I'm telling you right now, all that energy in Taurus, I do not screw around with investments, because right now, that doesn't mean I don't invest. It just means that I invest in things I understand and that I've educated myself on, because, again, trust me, we are in a time where if your cousin comes to you and is like, oh, there's a new, Husky coin that's going to blow up and be the next 10,000x crypto, and if you put all your money into it, guess what? You will lose your life savings. So trust me, we are going to see a lot of scams that come out, worse probably, over the next few years, just because, all that energy in Taurus is like, are you going to be dumb enough to think that you can, take your money and multiply it a million times just because, again, your cousin told you so, right? Taurus is get rich slow. I know that doesn't sound sexy. I know people don't like to hear it. I come from the marketing world, totally understand, right? Get rich quick works for a reason, because people want an easy button. Don't be one of those people, right? Right now, here's the thing that I try to stress with people as well, is you will get rich quick if you follow the rules of Taurus, which is slow, steady, and making sure that you're building something on a solid foundation, not just some like random BS, a pizza coin or something like that. So if you pay attention, if you do your research, which is slow, right? It's slow to do research. It's slow to understand. But if you do that, you will build something long term. What do you know? With the Magician, here you go. Inspiration. Definitely a time for you to follow your inspirations. I said it at the beginning. It was on the bottom of the deck. Now here it is again. So, there you go. I feel you need to follow your inspirations. Your inspirations could be leading you to unexpected income. It is almost like there's something inspiring you to this unexpected income or something. I don't know. We're going to pull 5 main themes. You have this tent card. It says temporary situation. Again, some of you could be moving or traveling. It doesn't even want to focus here. It's trying to look for my eye. So there we go. But again, some of you could be moving. You have all these cards of moving. You have this tiger. It says doing something risky, taking a chance. I do think it's a good time for a calculated risk. So again, if you are taking a risk of investment or whatever, as long as you do your research, probably a good investment. If you don't do your research and if you don't understand why you're doing something, it's going to be bad. But this goes for everything. Same thing with love. This is saying don't just blindly fall in love with someone next time you go to Vegas and run off and get married at the little wedding chapel, right? This is saying no, that is not slow and steady. We should be taking our time right now. You have this apple card. It says temptation will test you. This is why I'm babbling on about this, because I kind of feel like there could be some sort of temptation or something that comes in. So avoid temptation. You have this boot. It says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I feel like this much. The other thing I'm getting is increase your efforts on the right things. 2 of Pentacles. It's like you could almost take some of your energy back from the stuff that's not working in your life and just use it a little bit more. And I feel that would make all the difference in the world if you're trying to become successful. You have these two kind of wanting to come out together. It says grasshopper. It says situation in the balance that requires careful handling, and you have this career card. Some of you might be wanting to change your career, or you're looking for more security in your career. But overall, I like this. I feel like there could be more income or unexpected income coming in for you, but looks amazing. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your next 3 months.